No cooler? No problem. I'm over it. Okay. Welcome to RmehediCard. Dokkan Battle Race. Select your player.
Alright.
Select map. What up, Dokkanners? Welcome back to Toonrami for another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. From that intro, that hype intro, you know what's happening, boys. It's time for another race, and this time, for the very first time, my good friend Tallen is making his way onto the channel. Tallen, thank you so much for being here. How are you doing, my friend?
大丈夫ですけど、ちょっとお腹空いた。大丈夫ですけど、ちょっとお腹空いた。I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Today, we're going to be doing an extreme class Super Battle Road run. The reason why we're doing this is because my friend here has cooler, and I don't. So, on part one, which by the way you should be watching over on his channel, go over there, watch that right now, and then come back here. But on part one, we were testing out cooler in the Transformation Boost category Super Battle Road. Now, we're going to test out the Conquest of Terror version, but since there's no category for that, we're going to be running it on the Extreme Class Super Battle Road, and I am going to be using the Meta Cooler lead instead. So, without further ado, Mr. Tallen, are you ready to do this?
I'm ready to go, man. Let's do it.
One last thing, this is also going to be a low item race, since this is a little bit easier. What we do here is, you try to beat the other guy, but the less items you use, the better. So let's say I beat Tallen, if I beat him by 5 minutes, but he uses half the items that I use, you guys can decide for us, was that enough for him to overcome that 5-minute disparity, all right? So that is the added element to this race. Without further ado, let's begin. On the count of 0, we both press start, all right?
All right, let's do
From
this.
3. 3, 2, 1, 0. I should have said go.
Ooh, got a good rotation to
You
start.
should subscribe.
Very good rotation. Ooh, I'm liking this so far.
Ooh, I got me that golden cooler tank to start things off.
Golden cooler.
I like
tank,
it.
Golden cooler.
Subarashi.
Nice.
Wait, not golden cooler.
Golden
Gold
Frieza? I was like, what?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Remember I told you English is hard while I Dokkan?
Yeah, no, I remember you said that.
Dumbass.
Yeah. You should definitely believe that.
Or
I'm
the
not
attack on
right.
him, and I guess you can attack him. You're not gonna do more. Oh, I brought a little gem that I think a lot of people overlook. I brought the World Tournament King, or the Demon King Piccolo, the Int one, because he lowers the enemy's attack just by being there, and he's an amazing card for something like Super Battle Road.
Ooh.
Yep.
You know what's cool? I did the exact same thing. Not with him, but with the Golden Frieza.
Oh, very nice.
The Angel Golden Frieza. Yeah. Also, aren't you guys getting, I don't know if we are also getting it, but aren't you guys getting a Demon King Piccolo or something for the next World Tournament? Did I hear something
like that? Yeah. So I think Global, you guys got some Android 17 or something like that in one of your latest World Tournaments, if I remember correctly. So we're getting...
yeah, the Hellfighter 17, that was the last one.
Right, so we're getting that now with JP, and then we are getting... It showed off a Demon King Piccolo, or a King Piccolo, however you want to say it, essentially. And I want to activate it. I could get super here. We haven't done anything. All right, I'm probably gonna die here, but let's see what happens. We'll go for that.
Oh, are you in a bad situation? Okay, you know what? Tell me your life story. Tell me, what was the origin behind the name? Start talking.
Start talking, you win. What's the origin behind what exactly?
No, I was just BSing. What were we talking about before? Oh yeah. So Demon King Piccolo, is that actually coming to World Tournament as a reward in some form or fashion?
A lot of us think it's the next LR. So
it's the next LR.
Yeah,
okay,
because in the previous World Tournament they mentioned that a new LR would be in the next triple Supers by Cooler. That we would get the next LR in the next World Tournament, and that was way back in January or something like that, or December, whenever we had our last World Tournament. So I'm not sure exactly when. We never knew exactly what's going to happen. So, but we're all assuming that this is going to replace the LR Yamcha, and it should have dodged on that one. It's okay. So we're hoping that that's what's going to be the case. We have absolutely no idea what he does. And just because I can, I'm totally transforming my Cooler because he's going to take down Goten and just plant that tree.
And you guys are only one world tournament ahead of us, right? Because we're on number 32. That's going to be happening in like a week.
This is going to be 34 coming up. So technically, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so
so
only
you
like
guys
one or
are
two
two,
world
okay.
tournaments behind. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that means if you do end up getting that new LR, we're going to have to wait one or two ourselves just to...
give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. If things go well, I think Goten is all but dead here.
Yeah, I think I'm about to own this dude.
Oh,
Trunks is almost dead.
Cooler is 2.7, not even starting to stack yet. Oh, plant that Goten. Oh, auto crits, it's the best thing ever. On to the next battle.
Oh right, hybrid Saiyans and pure Saiyans. What's his passive again? I don't have him, so I don't know.
So when you transform Cooler, he gets 180% attack and defense. He auto crits against pure Saiyans and half Saiyans. He gets an additional attack with it being a medium chance to be a super attack.
Dude.
Yeah, it's pretty beast. It is pretty beast. So
dude.
We're gonna leave Gohan alone because he's a half Saiyan, so I want my Cooler to be able to transform. Let's go for Krillin.
So before we started this, when I was trying to put together a Wicked Bloodlines team, I realized when I was about to start try to run the event, I realized I needed a strength unit. And there are not too many favorable STR Wicked Bloodline category units out there. Obviously Cooler is one of them, but I don't have him, so I couldn't really think of the next best thing. So I ended up using the Prime Battle Frieza because his Ultra Super, since he's on a team that's pretty well linked, his Ultra Super does nerf the enemy, lowers their attack and defense, so I figured that would be the best choice
help you right there.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all I got.
Oh,
are you laughing because you just like annihilated Goten in like 2 hits?
Dude, Goten's yesterday. I just annihilated Krillin in one hit with my STR Cooler.
Oh my god, you're already there, damn it!
大丈夫ですけど、ちょっとお腹すいた。
I was making such good time on this one.
STR Cooler just made Krillin his...
You can say it. I'm good at editing out bad words. There you go.
He just annihilated him. Oh my god, that was way too awesome. Okay.
Wait, this is season 2. That means there are only 3 enemies here, right? Not 4. Right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Shoot. Let's do that. Let's have you attack him.
God, this is why I love STR Cooler. He's so... Cooler just can be run in any situation. I run him as a support, I can run him as an attacker, a leader, you name it. Off rotation, on rotation, it doesn't matter. Cooler does it all. I've accepted already, and I knew this from the moment Cooler was even released. The new physical Beerus on JP, he is stronger. There is no denying that he is stronger, but as an overall unit, I still put Cooler above Beerus just because of the diversity and what you can do with different teams with him. Beerus off rotation, he's kind of hurting your team, to be honest.
Let me ask you if you've ever considered this approach. Since you're playing JP, it's kind of hard to do this, but here's my situation. If I don't get a unit, or if I know a unit that's coming from JP to global, I tend to not look at the stats or the abilities too much because it would make me want the unit more. So if you reverse engineer that, and if you decide you don't want the added temptation, not looking at the unit, not knowing what they do, can you live with that, or do you have to know what every unit does that's possibly dropping in Dokkan? Aside from content creation.
Well, see, okay, so
speaking.
I've actually skipped banners before in the past. It's not that hard for me to skip banners in the past. I skipped like AGL Metal Cooler, I skipped Super 17, I skipped Turles, I skipped Goku when he came out, all that stuff. I've done that before. So it's knowing the passive skill and what he does as a leader and everything, that's honestly what gets me to potentially, holy crap, we just one-shotted Gohan.
Oh my, did you seriously just one-shot Gohan?
One-shotted Gohan with Physical Cooler.
Physical Cooler?
Physical Cooler just took down Gohan like nothing.
The tracksuit Gohan?
Oh my god, no,
wow,
SCR
dude.
Cooler's taking down Piccolo. Oh my god. Just double critted him too. Oh god, yeah.
This was GG before we even started, wasn't it?
Fear is who? I'm sorry, Fear is who? Oh my god. I love this team. This team's like
I think another reason why I'm losing so badly is because of the metacooler transformations.
Oh my god.
I think that's also screwing me over because I'm not doing as much damage and it's wasting time.
Oh my.
Well, you know what? At least I could do you a solid and be your punching bag. I am your friendly SBR racing punching bag.
Oh my god. I totally forgot how good Wicked Bloodlines is. Like, it's a limited category like No Tomorrow, but the fact that Cooler actually probably has one of the biggest one of the biggest categories in the entire game. Oh my god. I mean, if I wanted to, I could take off a couple of these units and easily throw on into Janemba or anything basically. So it's this is why Cooler is so diverse. It's awesome.
Dude, I just thought of an awesome challenge for you that you should do right now.
Die.
You should try to do the rest of that's just not original. That's not original. No. You should try to do the rest of this with your eyes closed.
Oh god.
I think you could do it.
No.
I think you should start right now.
There's no way I could do that.
Okay, now I got some Japanese questions for you since I think I know that I'm screwed.
Okay,
all right.
Shoot, go ahead.
So, everybody knows Subarashi, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. What would be the opposite of that?
Wait.
Without saying a bad word.
Rashi. So the opposite of Surashi?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's where it comes down to the type of context that you're in. It really depends on where you are, who you're talking to. But in terms of more of a general word that you could use instead of Subarashi, you could probably just say Taihen. Taihen. So Taihen. So in Romaji, it's T-A-I and then H-E-N. So Tai, T-A-I, and then Hen, H-E-N. Taihen just means like that's kind of bad, or oh man, I'm really sorry that happened, or something like that.
Okay. I just realized I might end up saying bad words, so let me know if it is a bad word so I can edit it out, okay?
Totally
Even though if it's in a different language, I still, is teme. Is that a bad word? Teme?
It is considered, a bad word. Mostly because, I guess just be safe. I know that word generally when it's translated, a lot of people are going to see a translation word on the bottom of their screen and it says one thing. It doesn't actually mean that.
I think it's based on context that sometimes the translations, yeah.
So when you use that term, you're referring to one particular person, and it's usually somebody that you just don't like. Like you don't like them at all. So that's one thing you have to be careful with when you use that particular term.
So am I safe to keep that in without editing it?
You're fine, because most people are not going to understand what it is. So plus it's in Japanese. So.
I know, but I still want to be politically correct, you know?
Yeah.
I like to be fair. Just because I don't know the language doesn't mean I shouldn't. No, I know what that means!
Nana, we're getting a Dokkan mode with a transformed STR Cooler, 2 dupes against Goku and Vegeta. Let's see if we can wipe them out in one hit. Let's see if it happens.
I am getting destroyed simply by the Metacooler transformations. I have transformed like 4 out of the last 5 turns, dude. I hate this right now.
We took down Goku. Oh, Goku's okay. Goku's dead. There we go. Okay, I was gonna say Goku's not dead. No, but no, Goku's dead. Okay. He hasn't even had a chance to stack his attack or anything. Like if I had a chance, okay. Oh, Golden Frieza just wrapped it up, so we're done. Daijoubu desu kedo, chotto onaka suita.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
I don't like you. This was I knew this was a huge mistake, all right? I knew this was a huge mistake because I know how good Cooler is. I know how devastatingly powerful he can be against quite honestly, most enemies, because you're going to be fighting a lot of Gokus, Gohans, you know, like they're the main cast of the show, right? You're going to be in a lot of events where you're fighting those types of guys, so I knew going in that this is going to be a stretch, but I could not believe that it is one of the 2 units that I ever summoned on the banner that is now my undoing. I keep transforming, and it is so annoying.
That was a good race. I like it.
So now you're done sitting there waiting for me, right?
Yep. So you can choose to either finish it or, you know, I guess if you die, obviously, then.
I'm gonna finish this. I need to prove to myself that I know I'm bad, but at least I can.
You can finish it, right?
I can do something. Yes. I can finish.
Are you on Goku? Are you on Goku?
All right. You know what though?
At least?
I beat Goku with the transform meta cooler. I killed Goku.
Okay. So
now I'm on
all you gotta
Vegeta.
do is deal with Vegeta. Okay. Cool.
I haven't even reached the Dokkan attack because I've had that many transformed turns.
I don't remember how Cooler's transformation works. Isn't it like below 50% health or something like that?
Yeah, but I would never not be under 50% because the final 2 turns of the last stage, I was at below 50, and then I started this one, and I have a cooler on each rotation because I have dual meta coolers. So I kept getting transformation after transformation, man.
That would do it. Yeah, metal cooler can be a bit of a.
I totally forgot because I don't use this guy.
Yeah.
I don't use him. So, all right. So you know what? So now that you are waiting for me, why don't you try to quiz me? Let me try to pronounce some of the phrases, some of the common Japanese phrases. I would like to know from the teacher himself.
Okay. Why don't we start with something simple, or especially if the audience here wants to maybe potentially come to Japan, and these are going to be very common words that you can hear. Okay. So the first word will be very, very easy. Sumimasen.
Sumimasen.
There you go. Perfect. Let's see.
That's like expressing remorse, right? In a formal way.
In a formal way. It's kind of like saying, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Hey, I'm sorry I bumped into you," or "Excuse me, could you, repeat this or something."
But that's in a more formal setting as opposed to gomen nasai, which is more personal, right?
Yeah, so you have gomen and you have gomen nasai. So gomen nasai is the polite form of gomen. Gomen nasai is for more personal, one-on-one thing, somebody you know, somebody that you are simply talking to, and you go, gomen, I have to get going, or gomen, I'm sorry about your loss, or something like that. If you say gomen, just simply gomen, then it's mostly for friends or somebody you know that you're close with, and so you can be like, gomen, I have to get going, I'll talk to you later, or hey, I'll see you tomorrow, or something like that. For gomen. Let's see. How about this one? So maybe if you are trying to get somewhere in Japan and you don't really know, and you go up and ask somebody, Sumimasen, kore wa doko desu ka?
Sumimasen, kore wa doko desu ka?
Very good, nice.
Why am I so amazing?
Yeah, so you basically ask somebody. You're in a perfect situation. You'll be you'll have a map or a picture or something, and you're pointing at it, and you're asking somebody, Sumimasen, sorry, can you show me where this is? Kore wa doko desu ka? Where is this that you are pointing at?
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm done.
Okay, perfect. There we go.
Hang on,
we got some Japanese.
Yeah, but hang on. This is a low item race. I'm pretty sure the answer is you because you completely dominated. But there might be a small chance that I could maybe make a comeback. What was your time and how many items did you use?
11 minutes for my time, and in terms of the items, I used I think I used 4 or 5.
Okay. Well, can we just say 5? Can we guess 5?
You'll see when you're editing.
Oh,
this.
you know what?
So,
Yeah, I'll just throw it back up there for everybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just throw it back up there. Whatever it was. Again, I briefly looked at it, and that was it.
Yeah, because
so,
you're.
Yeah, it was 11 minutes. It was 11 minutes for my time.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the answer is Tallen. It's fine, but this is still a low item race, so it is up to you guys. How much mercy do you want to show me? 11 minutes and 4 to 5 items versus 15 minutes and 3 items. You guys decide. But Tallen, it was a pleasure having you on, and honestly, I think we just stumbled onto something pretty great. If you guys, perhaps, maybe we'll do this, want to see some sort of like Tallen Toonrami Japanese teaching or something like that, maybe that might be something we could do as an.
That could be something.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun because honestly, I love the Japanese language, and I can only pick up whatever I hear from shows. I would actually like to learn and be able to speak more because some of my voice acting, most of it is English, but I would prefer to be able to do some stuff in Japanese. Like I'm trying to practice the 7 deadly sins
私が7つの大罪、本万の罪、フライオン神、エスカノーレ様だ。
So maybe at some point we could do something with that. So if you guys are maybe a fan of that, you want to see something like that, or if you just enjoyed this video, which you definitely should have, make sure to leave a like down below. And Tallen, thank you so much for being here, man. Any last words before I sign us off?
Oh, just make sure you guys hit that sub button, leave a like, and leave a comment down below, as always. It really actually helps us out if you just leaving the comment and interacting with the video. That is easily the best thing you can do for our videos.
Exactly. And once again, make sure to check out part 1 over on my boy Tallen's channel. I love this guy's channel. That's why I wanted to do some intros for him, because I genuinely like what he does. He's also a fellow Smash player, so even more respect. We got a lot in common, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about. So make sure you go over there, watch that video, give this guy a good old like, subscribe, and without further ado, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.